What's up and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a really fun video. Videos like these are the ones that I actually enjoy making. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my 2024 everyday carry. All the items that I never ever leave home without. And I'm also going to tell you about a couple of items that carry with me on certain days. My minimalist EDC carry for 2024. Stuff that I can fit in my pockets that I don't need to carry around with me in a backpack or in a sling bag. Hope you guys are pumped. Get a coffee and let's talk tech. The first device we're going to talk about is a device that I can pretty much never leave home without. This is the iPhone 15 Pro and it's in natural titanium, which is the color that I absolutely am in love with. I think irrespective of the fact that I always love matte black on absolutely everything that I own and I'm more of a monochrome kind of guy, I think the natural titanium finish has been the best that Apple has ever made. Absolutely love this phone. Probably going to wait for the 16 Pro where I'll get that telephoto lens, the 5x zoom onto the regular models, which is what Apple is probably going to do and which is what they normally do, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, the 15 Pro has become my all-in-one device for a bunch of things that I like to do in life. Any smartphone in the market is pretty much your main device nowadays for content consumption. So there's a lot of YouTube that's done on this. There's a lot of Netflix, a lot of Amazon Prime Video. There's a lot of Apple TV shows that I watch on my phone, especially when I'm on the ship. The screen is phenomenal. The speakers are great. And it's such a tiny device that you can just put it down anywhere with a good stand on it and you can consume content. So it's used for Apple Music. I'm a big music guy, like a massive music junkie. I'm going to leave a link to my Apple Music playlist down below. I've created a bunch of different playlists for practically every genre out there, so if you're interested, check it out. The 15 Pro is also phenomenal for gaming. Like, this device has been one of the few devices that Apple has actually come out on stage and spoken about gaming on. They've really pushed AAA games to come out on this device. Like, you have Assassin's Creed Mirage now on this. You also have the Resident Evil games on the iPhone 15 Pro, and I'm pretty much a casual gamer. I like to play games when I'm chilling, just to cool down, just to calm down at the end of the day. I do use my Nintendo Switch a lot, but of late, over the last year or two, I've been switching over massively towards mobile gaming because convenience, right? The device in your pocket that can do it all. Great graphics, great games coming out on Apple Arcade as well, so I'm absolutely in love with that. So 15 Pro has been phenomenal for gaming, content consumption, music consumption. I make all my payments using this phone. We have Google Pay. I basically live off of that. I barely ever have cash on me. And the cameras, which are currently actually filming me. This video is being filmed in ProRes log. And the very fact that you can actually shoot log on a phone now in 2024 is phenomenal. The quality that you're looking at right now is ProRes log, and this was graded. The colors that you can see, the film look was graded by me. I absolutely love the quality that you can get out of this phone, and it's pretty much made me sell most of my cameras that I had in my arsenal. Pretty much be handicapped if I ever left my house without this device in my pocket. Now, this wouldn't be an EDC if we were talking about the iPhone and not talking about the case that I'm rocking on the iPhone. And you guys know I love my iPhone accessories. I have an entire video on that on the channel, so do check that out. The case that I'm rocking at the moment, at this point in time, in June 2024, is the Apple Silicon MagSafe case. I have two of these in my arsenal. I have the winter blue color, which is on my phone right now. And I also have the clay color, which I absolutely love. I use the winter blue as my daily day driver, and I use the clay when I'm out in the evenings because it's got that dark look to it, and I think it has a phenomenal finish. I love these cases because they're super thin. They're really minimal. Their MagSafe connection is made by Apple, so it's pretty on point. And with how thin and minimal this case actually is, it's very close to rocking your phone naked. Like, it doesn't offer a ton of protection. It's obviously going to protect your phone a little bit because it's on there, but there's not a lot of drop protection on this case. It's mainly used for the daily minimal case, something that you would use to prevent your phone from getting scratched up. It's going to protect it from bumps and scratches, but not from drops. Now, the feel and finish of this case is phenomenal. It feels so good to the touch. Obviously, if you're very rough with your phones, I wouldn't suggest you use this. This is more like a dress-up case for your phone. And every year when I do buy an iPhone, thinking about it, this is a staple in my arsenal of accessories that I get for my iPhone. The Apple Silicon case, can't go wrong with it. It is a phenomenal case. Alright, so we do talk about the phone every time we start, but we also talk about a wallet because I don't think anyone leaves home without either of these things in their pockets anymore. So I have two wallets that I'm actually rocking at the moment. I'm really waiting for Apple Pay to come to India. Like, it's just not happened yet. So there's two actual wallets that I carry with me. They're super minimal. This is one of them. This is the Apple MagSafe leather wallet. This is the Gen 1 MagSafe wallet from 2 years ago. Apple's actually stopped making this, which is really sad because I think the look and feel of this wallet is phenomenal. This is over 2 years years old. I've used it practically every day. Super rugged. I love how it's patinaed over time. It ages beautifully, and the best part about it is that it sticks to the back of my phone with MagSafe, and it's also Find My enabled. So if I leave it and take it off my phone in any place and I forget this wallet someplace, my phone's going to notify me within 10 minutes, and that is fantastic. Now, it's pretty simple. I carry 3 cards inside of this, 2 of my bank cards and my driver's license. This is one of the wallets, and this is pretty much my daily driver. But now, if I am out for a lunch or I'm out for a dinner, I'm going to meet a friend and I'm going to a nice place, I do like to change my wallet every now and then. So this comes into the maybe category of EDC items. I'll switch out the MagSafe wallet for this amazing MagSafe wallet, which is made by Native Union. It's also made out of vegan leather. It is tan brown in color, which I think looks really classy. It's very clean, very minimal as well. Can carry up to 3 cards. The sad part about this is that it's not Find My enabled, so if I do forget this somewhere, yeah, well, I'm doomed. But irrespective of that, it's a really nice wallet. It looks really good with the Apple silicone cases, especially with the winter blue. It gives a good amount of contrast at the back, and with the clay, it just sits right. Like, it's a beautiful looking combination. And yeah, I love this wallet. It is what I use when I go out to a fancy restaurant, or I just need a little bit more color in my life. That's basically it. These are the wallets I'm rocking: the Apple MagSafe wallet and the Native Union wallets. If you want to check these out, I'm going to leave links for these in the description. I don't know if you get this anymore on Amazon India, but if I do find a link, I promise I'll put it down for you. Considering this has lasted me over 2 years and it looks fresh and nice, leather is the way to go for me. I'm not going to change this out. Okay, if you're worried that this entire video is going to be Apple-based accessories, no, it's not. Don't worry. This next accessory is going to get you super excited. This is the Morphed MagSafe mobile tripod, and you guys can actually see how thin this baby is. This is a 3-in-1 device, according to me. They call it the mobile tripod, but I think they should just call it the Morphed 3-in-1 device, because that's basically what it is. It's basically a MagSafe-enabled product that sticks to the back of your iPhone, but what it does is it turns into a beautiful little phone stand. So you can basically just plonk your phone on the front over here and use this on your desk as a phone stand. You can use it to watch content when you're on the go. You can also use it to film content, because it has another mode, which is the tripod mode, wherein you open this up and then you take the bottom portion and open it up as well. And now it has an origami style tripod, which is really amazing. You put your phone on here and it's going to elevate your cameras to 8 inches above whatever surface you're keeping this on. It gives you a lot of height. So you can use this, put this down on your desk, keep it as a mobile tripod. If you're somebody who's interested in live streaming, going live on Instagram, filming a reel in vertical mode, even taking a video call, I think it's phenomenal for all of those things. But that's not all. When you collapse this down, you can also turn this into a vlogging handle, put your phone in horizontal mode and just stick it out. Pretty great vlogging handle for YouTube or any other platform where you want to shoot for. It's got a little bit of extension, so if you're using the front-facing camera to see yourself, I think it works beautifully well. It is a magnetic accessory that I keep on my phone almost all the time when I'm out. It's super minimal. It's got this leather finish to it, which is super premium feeling. So when you're out and you're carrying a mobile tripod with you, it's not one of those clamp tripods that looks annoying, and it's not super big and bulky. It's super thin. It's like 2 cards stacked together. And there are times where I don't want to keep anything on my phone. I want to just rock my phone the way it is. I can put my wallet and the Morph tripod together, and as you guys can see, it's a pretty thin design, and yeah, it's just slides into my pocket super easy. Morphed MagSafe tripod is what they call it. Phenomenal little device, really premium feeling, definitely worth the price. Link in description. Now, while majority of the content that you see on this channel is primarily now filmed on an iPhone because of all the pro features that we have and how good the cameras have gotten, I do have one camera that I always keep with me no matter what. And that camera is a GoPro. And as you guys know, I started my channel filming on a GoPro. My channel was actually started with a GoPro Max and a GoPro 8. And the Hero 8 was phenomenal, and the Max was great because it had that screen to vlog with and their super wide lenses. And I've always been a GoPro fanboy as well. Like, I love their products. I think these cameras are super tiny, super versatile. Now, there are certain scenarios, specifically when I'm on board a ship. There are times where I don't want to take my iPhone out into hazardous environments because this device costs a bomb, and it's also my content consumption device and a device that I do a ton of different things on. So you need a backup camera, and sometimes I just need to film my iPhone for videos like this, and that's exactly where this comes in handy. I think the GoPro is a phenomenal camera, and it's been pretty great for the last few years. The one that I'm rocking is the GoPro Hero 12 Black, the newest edition of the GoPro, and it is pretty great. It also has the the ability to shoot in log. So what you're looking at right now is a log-based screen. The GoPro 12 is the best that GoPro makes, but the reason I haven't done a full-blown review of this on my channel, which is very unlike me, is because I don't think the upgrades on this camera were substantial enough for me to actually go out and make a whole-blown review on it. Like, this is the GoPro Hero 11 with a couple of blue spots on the front and a software update. GoPro photo processing engine has been improved this year as well, with super photos getting a lot richer. The colors have become a lot more vibrant and the dynamic range has improved massively. It's also great to just have a camera in your pocket other than your phone. So GoPro Hero 12 Black is a maybe item that I carry with me. There are days when I just want to carry my phone because my phone can do it all, but there are days when I'm primarily going out to shoot, and those days I'll carry the GoPro. Now, I'm an iPhone guy and I'm also a tech guy, so the watch of my choice is a smartwatch, primarily the Apple Watch Ultra, which I'm rocking on my arm right now. This is the Gen 1 for the Apple Watch Ultra. I didn't upgrade to the Gen 2 because I don't think the upgrades on the Gen 2 were as substantial as they could have been. I do believe that this year in 2024 we're going to get a redesigned Apple Watch X is what they're calling it. That's what the rumors are saying. You have to take them with a grain of salt because not everything comes true. So if you're somebody who's out there who's looking to buy an Apple Watch, now is not the time. The new watches are literally 2 months away and you might want to wait for that new redesign so that your watch stays valid for the next few years. But yeah, Apple Watch Ultra for me has been phenomenal. I use this device on my wrist all the time. One of the main new things that I've been using with the Ultra is sleep tracking. I have been taking my health a little bit more seriously this year. I am using the Apple Watch to monitor my fitness. Closing those rings on my wrist has been so incredibly useful and it makes me so happy every time I close it. Please let me know if you're obsessed with closing your Apple Watch rings as well, because it'd be nice to know there are more people like me in the world who obsess over weird things like this. But nonetheless, the Ultra has been great for my fitness tracking. It's been great for sleep tracking. It is phenomenal because it gives me all my notifications in one place and I don't need to pull out my phone. It also wakes me up in the morning. It's silent. It's a small vibration alarm. It just wakes me up really nice. And in order to keep me locked in and focused, I use timers on the Apple Watch, wherein until the timer doesn't run out for an hour, I don't stop studying and I don't touch any of my devices. I'm out for a run and I don't want to carry my iPhone. I use Apple Music connected to my AirPods via the Apple Watch and it just works brilliantly. The Apple Watch Ultra has been phenomenal, and the reason I went for the Ultra over the regular Apple Watches is basically because of the titanium build. Like, this is insanely durable. I have banged this watch on pipes, on steel bulkheads, on ladders, in areas that you wouldn't even imagine, considering I live on a ship and I'm always out and there's a ton of obstructions on ships, and the screen has stayed intact. It has a couple of dings and scratches on the titanium chassis, but if this was another Apple Watch or the regular Series 9 or the regular Series 8, it would have cracked by now, and that's a given. This is insanely durable. That's exactly why I'm rocking the Ultra. The Ultra is also great for battery life. So if you're interested and you want a watch that you don't need to charge for at least 2 days, this is the way to go. Definitely never leave home without this. Now, you guys already know I'm a massive music person and I'm no audiophile, but I can't live without music. It's something that I listen to all the time. I'm pretty much always plugged in. I listen to every genre of music on the planet. So yeah, AirPods Pro Generation 2 is a device that I definitely have in my pockets at all times. I never leave home without these. These are great for taking phone calls when you're commuting. These are amazing to listen to audiobooks. I just told you guys that I've gotten back into running and fitness of late, so the silicone tips are phenomenal to keep these AirPods in my ears. Obviously, these have noise cancellation, which is one of their main selling features. So the noise cancellation on the AirPods Pro 2 is fantastic. It is not the best in class. I think the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultras or the Quiet Comfort earbuds, I don't know what they're called anymore, much better than the AirPods, but the AirPods Pro do have a great noise cancellation on them. Especially if you're on a flight, you can actually hear how good these are. It blocks out all the environmental sounds, so that's enough for me. Transparency mode on this, on the other hand, is definitely best in class. Now, considering I do a lot of this YouTube stuff and I shoot a lot of vertical content now for Instagram as well as YouTube Shorts, my phone is always juicing out of battery. One of the accessories that I always have to carry with me when I'm leaving the house is a power bank. There is one power bank that I keep going back to at all times and I always have with me when I'm traveling. Now, this is a maybe. It's not a regular everyday item. I don't necessarily carry this all the time with me. It totally depends on what I'm going to do. If I'm going to go out and shoot that day, then I have this on me. And if I'm just going out for a lunch or going out for a coffee to meet a couple of friends, then the iPhone battery should pretty much last me a couple of hours, so it's not a problem. So the one that I always keep going back to is this one here, which is the original Apple MagSafe battery bank. Now this is a version 1, and unfortunately Apple never came out with another version of it. This is super thin. Like, look at it. It is insanely thin. It's insanely minimal. It's got this soft rubber touch and coating on the front. It just connects really well via MagSafe to my iPhone, giving it a little bit more juice when I'm on the go. This at the back of your iPhone, it integrates and connects to iOS. It just works with iOS. One of the essentials that I always have around and I always think about before I leave the house. On days when I actually am going out to film, it's always with me. Now, you guys know I live in India, and I live in Bombay specifically, which is a hot, humid city, and it's getting super bright this summer here, especially now in the month of June, and last month in the month of May. The sun is terrible. Sunglasses are an essential that I always carry with me, and the sunglasses that I've been rocking of late are these ones right here. These are the GoPro Magnums. I think they are super nice. They're super big. I like the way they look. I really like the frame design. I can't see anything because I'm wearing them indoors. Really, really well-made product. They're super durable. You can drop them. It's basically, I don't know, I really know the material. It's not plastic, but it's definitely not metal. It's like a mixture. It's a different kind of plastic, I'm assuming, because these babies have the ability to float when you're on water. So if you're at the beach and you need a nice pair of sunglasses that you can take into the water with you, these are the ones to get. GoPro has a bunch of different designs available on their website. They're all super durable. They're all meant for action, and all the lenses on them are polarized. Also, if you get any sand into these, because of the build quality and the way they're made, you can literally just rinse these off with water. They do come in this super cool carrying case, very minimalistic again, just a little bit of GoPro branding on the front, and you have additional lenses on the inside. Like, you have this golden lens that you can actually replace. Like, you can take out the lenses from your sunglasses and replace them with a different color. I'm rocking the black ones right now, but you have gold. And you also have this blue lens. Blue ones are normally supposed to be used when you're in the water, and the gold is obviously when you're in warmer, hotter environments like a desert, or for regular city use where you just need sunnies, you have the regular black polarized lenses. So all the lenses that you get are a part of the kit. You buy the sunglasses, you get the additional lenses, easy to carry, and you don't need to worry when you're using GoPro products. They're just meant for the outdoors. The last two accessories are kind of new additions to my EDC. These definitely fall into the maybe category. I don't carry them all the time. The first is this flash drive by Samsung. It is super tiny, as you guys can see. It's 256 gigabytes of storage. Now, you guys know I showed a ton of ProRes video on my phone. This is USB 3, so it's pretty fast when it comes to transfer speeds. It's USB-C as well. I just need a backup when I'm out and about. So this is so tiny that I just throw it into my pocket. I go out, I film a ton of stuff, transfer everything to this. It transfers really, really fast. All my footage is stored and backed up and safe, where I can come in, plug this into my computer, transfer everything on, and just edit. And the last accessory is also another maybe accessory. This is essentially the Belkin MagSafe mount. It is a really unique mount, to say the least. Like, there are a few now that are like this on the market, but this was one of the first ones that came out, and Apple also advertised this I think a year ago or 2 years ago when they introduced continuity camera on stage. If you guys don't know, I have recently started filming a podcast on YouTube, and it's going to be out on all platforms in the near future. It's called The Weekly Tech Fix. It's with another friend of mine who is a Canadian YouTuber. We basically simplify tech for everybody else, because sometimes when you watch tech events or you hear about new tech, you don't know exactly what things mean, and that's exactly why we started a podcast, because we have a lot of friends in our life who come to us and ask us for feedback and ask us what this means and ask us what this feature does for you. That podcast is primarily shot on the iPhone for me, using continuity camera with my Mac. This mount helps with that. It basically is a MagSafe mount that you stick to the back of your phone. It has a little tab over here which opens and closes. It's made out of rubber, and this sits on the top of your MacBook. You can use your iPhone cameras as your webcam, and these are high quality cameras, so that's the best part about it. It's much better than any other inbuilt webcam that you have on any computer on the market. Yeah, that's basically why I bought this. But considering it's a MagSafe mount, it also has this little ring at the back which is made out of metal, which opens up, and you can essentially connect it to the back of the phone and use it like a pop socket. And it can also be used as a kickstand to place your phone down on tables and just consume content in vertical or in horizontal. That's where this comes into place, and this is the last accessory for my EDC. Do check out The Weekly Tech Fix, which is my new podcast where we talk tech and lifestyle with my co-host. If you want to know the latest developments in tech, that is definitely the place to be. I'm going to leave links for everything that I've spoken about, including the podcast, below the like button, so definitely go check them out. That's it from me for today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, because there's a lot of tech, lifestyle, and another season of Life at Sea in the works. It's in the editor right now. These things take time, bear with me. And I'm gonna head out for the day with all the tech products that I actually just spoke about. See you next time. Peace.